'cause I don't wanna walk away. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. It's my luck, baby, oh.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
wasn't real with you, boy. Real, wasn't real with you, boy. You won't give me too much chances. I don't care, I'm fine, I'm fencing brighter. Yeah, yeah, oh boy, I'm telling you bye, I'm telling you bye. Yeah, oh boy, I'm telling you bye, I'm telling you bye. Chances, I don't care, I'm fine, I'm fencing brighter. Yeah, yeah, oh boy, I'm telling you bye, I'm telling you bye. Yeah, oh boy, I'm telling you bye, I'm telling you bye.
This time, nothing is out of line.